So, well, first of all, I want to talk about this. I thought this was kind of cool. Since you were only on screen doing this for a moment, you learned to make sausage for this movie. Is that true?
I did. I learned how to fix the chain on the bike too. That was really tedious. I mean, you have to get this little sprocket in, please, and keep talking. Try to get, and then I'd have to turn the wheel, and when because it catches that way. Yeah, but I liked. That's great too. When you have to have an activity, you really have to learn. You know, in a scene is good.
So are you off making sausages all the time now?
No. That was sort of gruesome, really, when you think of it, even though I would eat a sausage occasionally.
What appealed to you about this character of Susanna for you? I thought she was hysterical, loved her. There was a line that you said that now I can't remember. It was like, I was like, that's me. I can't remember the line now, I wish I did. But what appealed to her about you?
Well, I felt, well, first of all, the script appealed to me, and Paul White's appealed to me because I'd loved About a Boy, which was a film of his. I felt he was dealt with relationships in a more subtle, interesting way, and nothing too pat or foretold. It was so I liked that immensely. And then, of course, I admire Tina and Paul too. I was a fan of both of those kids, and I just understood because I am a feminist. I am that age. I knew many notable feminists and who'd written notable books. And I knew anytime you live by you know, a certain philosophy, and if you live it to the letter, you're gonna misstep sometimes. You just can't be that perfect. And so I understood that my character Susanna built up a mythology around the birth of her daughter that sort of extolled her feminist ideals. And in fact, it wasn't true, and she almost, you know, imposed that standard on her daughter, and that had created a real distance between them. It wasn't true, it was inauthentic, and she made her daughter become inauthentic with her because the daughter couldn't live up to the standard that she was imposing, and blah, blah. And I just loved the whole metaphor of the movie. Admission lets someone in, and Portia, my daughter Tina, is an admissions officer at Princeton, and so that literally is the theme of the movie about letting kids into college. Do they get denied? Do they get accepted? And then do we deny or accept ourselves? Do we deny or accept the people in our lives? Do we, how authentic are we?
Great.
And I like that,
Can you talk about Paul White's? Did he encourage you to create a lot of the backstory for the character? We love the tattoo. How did...
Well, initially I'd wanted, because I've had a double mastectomy as the character, Susanna, I had wanted to make a breastplate, you know, of a double mastectomy and have it tattooed in some heroic image. And I told Paul, I said, can I be outside without my shirt off chopping wood? And of course it was too hard. It was a very big process to get a breastplate and get it all finished and everything. And so I finally said, well, I'll do it. I'll just do a tattoo of Bella on my upper arm,
which I loved.
Yeah, no, it was a good. But now I still I'll probably never get another character that had a double mastectomy. That's a feminist, and because I do know not a lot, but I know several feminists over the years who have had to have mastectomies, and that was something they tried to bring out of the closet, is women being fearful and ashamed of their bodies being changed that way, and they've made it very heroic. They have big eagles tattooed on their chest, and I like that. I like that spirit.
All right, just talk really quickly about working with Tina Fey and playing mother and daughter, just your dynamic together, really quick.
Well, I think we both come from an intelligent place, and I think of Tina as a comedy force, after what she's accomplished. You know, coming out of SNL, she took over the anchor desk, which was not done before, and then she created movies, and then she created 30 Rock, and God only knows what else she's got on her mind. I wish I knew.